Beavers in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Golden Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Ellison. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Oregon State's offense will have the first possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The Beavers can really attack on this second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Yeah, no mystery there. Third down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
And the Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
The Beavers will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Golden Bears offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Oh, they're after him. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Durant. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wells. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Durant. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it on the run. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Cal! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the air on first down. Get it out on the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. This offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Quickly complete. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Finds his man. It's Card. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. There he goes. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the tailback. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And this offense has put a nice drive together. I don't mind the run on second down. We're not in a hurry. We actually want to use a lot of this clock. But more importantly, we want to punch this in the end zone. We want to cut into this lead, gain some momentum. We've struggled this first half, but we can end on a high note.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Beavers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. It's third and goal and third and long. Johnson wants to throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And And this quarterback has had a rough game. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the Beavers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Under fire. He's got an open man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
A little release to the back. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fighting off the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The option look. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Golden Bear! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Durant. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And they haven't got the outing they had hoped for from this junior quarterback. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Parker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the ground, he's got it again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get...
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback running on the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose him.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Golden Bears are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Cal! And the punishment has been extended.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Bring in the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The give to the left side. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides, really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target over the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll give it to the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And the Golden Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, oh, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Durant. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best, and when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the Beavers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Here comes the heat. He'll try to take it back. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. They're backed up just a little, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Johnson looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Grabbed over the middle. It's Card. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Card. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total dominance.